Welcome back, CDL fans, to our second segment here. Hopefully you've joined us in segment one. If not, I don't know, it should be the last video I posted, right? So go back and watch it and then watch this one. But regardless, up to you. Maybe your favorite team is playing on this one. Maybe your favorite two teams, or one of your favorite two teams, is on the field right now. Who knows? The San Diego Lightning, they are a league-operated team on the road against the man celebrating his 26th birthday today. I'm going to keep plugging it, man. Getting the cheap pops. We got Brandon Kuma and his Tampa Bay Gators. Unfortunately for the Gators, with the Philadelphia Demons getting a win in segment one, you see spoiler alerts here, right? But with that win, Philadelphia has won the Atlantic Division. So Tampa Bay, the best that they can do in that division is second. But I think they're fighting for fourth or third place in the Eastern Conference still because, hey, you want home field advantage in round one, right? So Tampa Bay, with a record of 9 wins, 6 losses, no ties, 1 overtime loss. They have 28 points on the standings, and they are 6 points back of fourth place Toronto right now, and 7 points back of the New York Empire. So to get in that home field advantage spot for the first round, they need wins. Their opponents, they really are in need of wins. The San Diego Lightning, last year's Pacific Division champions, I might add, they come to this game with a record of 5 wins, 8 losses, 1 tie, and 2 overtime losses. So 19 points on the season. That puts them 9 points back of a playoff spot. So with the loss here today and certain teams like Seattle or Detroit getting a win, that could leave San Diego out of the playoff hunt officially. It could eliminate them. So Tampa Bay would love to be the team, I think, that eliminates San Diego this year, because why not, right? So let's go on ahead and see. As a matter of fact, we have to do win count. And we have to get into win count. It'd be too much, but it would put them in a very tough spot. They're already in a tough one. Let's get a look at their lineups. So leading the way for the San Diego Lightning, it's going to be Zap, followed by Futurama at the middleman spot. Rocket Power is the car at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer, it's going to be El Rey. To the home side of the field, the Tampa Bay Gators lead the way with Ratify. Following him out there is going to be Battle. At the captain spot, it's 47 Ronan, and at 5-point gainer, it's Purple Fire for the Gators. So Tampa Bay going with the primarily defensive front to match up, and it worked so far. Of course, there was a little bit of offense right there. Ratify, one of those cars that can do anything just about, and he gets a flip right there, but now comes the defense for San Diego. That is Futurama out there against Ratify. To go at it, and look at this, Ratify getting all the chances, but Futurama hanging on, but can't hang on there. 10-0 Tampa Bay here on the hard field. Definitely, that's Tampa Bay's favor right there, being on hard field. San Diego is a soft field team. One of only 2 teams in the Western Conference that is a soft field team. Is see Rocket Power trying to get something going on. Gray shots, not going to happen. Folks, donut served for dinner. No, change that. Birthday cake served for dinner. I guess if it's a round cake, it's shaped like this. Anyways, 15-0 the final score, and it is the Tampa Bay Gators getting the win over the San Diego Lightning. So happy birthday there to Brandon Kuma, at least from the Tampa Bay Gators. Can the Mexico City Jaguars deliver a similar gift? They are coming up next, and they are going to be on the road against the Boston Vandals. So stay tuned and find out. Welcome back, CDL fans. Second game of our second segment, the one that puts us halfway through the game day. Last of all the hard field games today. We've got ourselves the Mexico City Jaguars on the road to do battle with the Boston Vandals here in this one. So the birthday boy, Brandon Kuma, his team leading the way today with Inquisitor, followed by Charizard at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, that is Solid Snake, and 48 hours takes the 5-point gainer position for the Mexico City Jaguars. With a win, they can get a playoff spot clinched today. They come in with a record of 12 wins and 4 losses. That's 36 points. They can get to that magical 39 number. That's a playoff spot clinch. To the home side of the field, we've got the Boston Vandals. A league-operated team coming in with a record of 8 wins, 7 losses, no ties, 1 overtime loss, 25 points on the standings. Currently, that has them holding down that final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Let's get a look at their lineup. It's Nitro leading the way, followed by Blue Dragon 2. The captain spot, it's going to be Vandals, and that 5-point gainer, it's going to be Yellow Spider. So both teams set and ready to go in this one. Big match, big playoff implications for both sides involved, really, and it's about to be underway. Inquisitor and Nitro leading us off here. And look at that, able to stay up there was Inquisitor. Nitro got under him this time. Nitro is out of play. Had to tuck away for that one as he goes out of play. Still a scoreless game here between the Jaguars and the Vandals. Matchup continuing, and now we have a good flip. Inquisitor gives Brandon the lead here. 5-0 the score. Mexico City on top. That now brings out Blue Dragon 2 for the Vandals. Tries to stay up there. Both cards able to stay up. Handled the edge just fine, but not that time. Went over the edge and then just ended up rolling over slow. Just couldn't contain it. 10-0 the score. And look at this. Inquisitor's on a roll as he now takes on Vendetta and sends him out of play. Out of play there. Still a 10-0 game. Could it be a pair of shutouts? And no, both cards able to stay up there. This match continues from opposite sides of the field that they started on. Vendetta trying to keep the Vandals alive here. And of course, Inquisitor trying to get that win. And both cars able to stay up there. Kind of offense versus defense here at this point. What a breakdance maneuver. Mama put him in a K-pop video. Vendetta somehow able to stay alive there. And now this time again, both cars able to stay up. Could have him in the video there, no doubt. He's able to stay up, but not that time. No breakdance maneuvers to save him. 15-0 donuts served for dinner, or should I say birthday cake. It's a pair of shutouts by Brandon's teams on his birthday. You can't write a better script, I can tell you that. Vendetta came close to staying in that game, though, a couple of times, just barely able to hang on. But, you know, Mexico City, they were favored to win. They came in, and they did get the win. And congratulations to the Jaguars. Brandon, they are officially going to the 2021 playoffs. So, happy birthday there. Mexico City playoff bound. That is 100% for sure now. So, huge win for the Jaguars on the road, getting the win in shutout form. And that will take us to the soft field, folks. Coming up next, the Nevada Thunder. They're another one of them teams playing for pride. Can't clinch no playoff spot. They're already eliminated. And they are on the road trying to play spoiler for the Washington Patriots, a team that, by their fingernails right now, just hanging on to their playoff hopes. Of course, still on the outside looking in, but we'll get more into the explanations on all of that when we come back here on CDL Live. Welcome back, CDL fans. Onwards to the second half of our game day, second half of this segment here. So we hit the soft field, and yes, Spencer Davis playing in the background. Yes, this is the only sport where it's actually legal, I think, to hit the pace car. Anyways. So we've got ourselves the Nevada Thunder on the road against the Washington Patriots to lead off our, well, second half of the game day, or to lead off our soft field games. That's a better way of putting it. The Nevada Thunder coming into this game with a record of 3 wins, 11 losses. No ties, 2 overtime losses, with just 11 points on the season. They have been eliminated from the playoffs, and they are last place in the league. So, eyeballing that #1 overall draft pick right now are the Nevada Thunder. Their opponents, the Washington Patriots. Well, they still got some playoff hopes. They are just 6 points behind the Boston Vandals, who just took a loss today, but they're trying to keep up with teams like the Buffalo Warriors, who got a win today. So, they are still 6 points back as a result. But they did beat Buffalo, so they got that working for them. 6 wins, 9 losses, no ties, 1 overtime loss. Huge game for them as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive, or try to actually improve them actually with the win here. So a big game for the Patriots home against the Thunder. Let's get a look at the lineup. For the Nevada Thunder, it's going to be Inferno leading the way, followed by Monkey at the middleman spot. Black Lena has the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer is 7 series. To the home side, No Fear leads the way for the Washington Patriots, followed by Orange Chevelle. At the captain spot, it's Ratitude, and that 5-point gainer is the rookie Hyperfin. Both teams set and ready to go. Inferno and No Fear, both requesting this here. Well, actually, I'm requesting it. I got to roll them. A little bit of water on this here Flex Seal soft field. And we are underway and hanging on to the edge here. That is a good flip on No Fear. Inferno was still up. 5-0. Thunder in the lead. He hung on just to the edge of that. You know, you play the edge as if it's flat. And let me tell you something. Inferno was wise to it, but he's taken down there by Orange Chevelle. So the score all even at 5 apiece as that now brings out Monkey for the Nevada side. And almost had a flip there. Orange Chevelle up to the task. Not that time though. Monkey gives Nevada the lead 10-5 as they look for the upset. And boy, would they love to play spoiler against Washington. So that now brings out Gratitude. And he goes down 15-5. Bob's your uncle. Game is done. Nevada getting the win as they go up to 14 points. Maybe they just don't want to finish last place. You know, it makes you wonder. It's like a thing of, do you really want to finish dead last? Maybe it's a pride thing. I don't know. Like a prideful thing. Like you don't want to finish last place, but hey, you get the perks of getting that number 1 overall pick, so why not, right? So, I guess it depends on how you look at it. But the Thunder get a win. That's how you look at it. 15-5 the final, and coming up next, the final game of our second segment. 2 of the CDL's original 6 teams about to go head-to-head. The Houston Oilers on the road to do battle with the New York Empire. That matchup coming up next. Welcome back, CDL fans. Time for the last game on our second segment. We've got the Houston Oilers on the road to take on the New York Empire. Houston with the record of 10 wins, 5 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss. Trying to keep up with the Mexico City Jaguars, who came into this game day 5 points ahead. Now they're 8 points ahead. So Houston trying to get that gap back to 5 as they hang on to 3rd place in the Western Conference. And then, of course, with LA with 33 points, LA's actually moved up into 3rd. So Houston needing to win to stay in 3rd. So big game for them as they are on the road to take on the New York Empire. The Empire with a record of 11 wins, 4 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss. And with Boston taking a loss today and Buffalo getting a win, really more or less Boston taking the loss. It's really more or less 1 point now, I think, is the total that they need. Well, then again, Miami still has a chance to catch them too. So, yeah, it's more dependent on Miami. So with the win, it would take a win. The New York Empire would clinch a playoff spot in 2021. So huge game for the Empire here. Huge game for the Oilers in that same respect. 2 really good teams going head to head. Possible Crash Bowl 25 preview. We don't know, but let's see what they got. 2 league-operated teams. Leading the way for Houston is going to be Blue Indy, followed by Surf Crate Custom. After Surf Crate Custom, it's going to be Y at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer is Sonic Boom. To the home side of the field, it's going to be 15 Turbo leading the way for the New York Empire, followed by Rising Heat. At the captain spot, Black Bullet 2 for the Empire, and that 5-point gainer for the league-operated New York Empire is Challenge. So what does that mean, league-operated? It means any one of you could own one of these teams. Well, you know, be the manager of them or whatnot. So, game underway here. So, yeah, something to think about, right? Blue Indy and 15 Turbo going at it, and it's a good flip right there. I should actually point at the card that got flipped. 15 Turbo down, 5-0 Houston in the lead. So that brings out Rising Heat, and he's able to tie this game up right away. So versatile defensively and offensively too. Rising Heat can get pretty quick flips, but now that brings out the offense of Surf Crate Custom, who almost had a flip there. And that time a great shot, both cars are down. So we've got ourselves a 10-10 game. So that now brings out the defense for both sides. It's Y for the Houston Oilers, Black Bullet 2 for the Empire. And you hear that plastic clack. These 2 go at it. 2 good defensive cars, hard to get flips on. And that time a grazing shot, and it's a good flip. Y is down off of the grazer. So that now brings out Sonic Boom, who's been known for his defense in the past. 15-10 though, Empire in the lead, 1 flip away from clinching a playoff spot. Sonic Boom trying to send this one to OT, and not going to happen. Sonic Boom down, game over. 15-10 the final score. Black Bullet 2 has himself a day. and getting the job done. The New York Empire getting the win here at home against Houston. 15-10 the final. And really a congratulations to the New York Empire with that 15-10 win. They are officially going to the 2021 CDL playoffs. So it's all forward from here for them. So now let's see, that's Philadelphia, New York, Mexico City, and Gowanda. Yep, I think those are the 4 teams so far that have actually clinched their way in. So yeah, not some bad stuff, not pretty good stuff. So anyways, coming up, we got the San Francisco Shinobis at the Puerto Rico Playas, Chicago Wind Attack at the Gowanda Outlaws, Seattle Lumberjacks and the Miami Brawlers, and then finally our main event, the Toronto Titans hosting the Detroit Devils. So that's going to be coming up in our third and final segment of the day. Hit the bell, subscribe, don't miss it. It's going to be uploaded soon enough. We do 3 uploads per day on Tuesday and Friday. Also join us at Car Demolition League on Facebook. If you want to join in the Taking Cancer to Overtime, every game that goes into overtime we give $5 to both St. Jude's and to, I give $5 to St. Jude's and to Animal Cancer Foundation. So, of course, I'm mourning the loss of my best friend that passed away due to carcinoma cancer late last year. Miku, love you. And folks, if you want to join in that fight, at Car Demolition League on Facebook, they're just doing them for yourself, Go find a link to donate to yourself. But, if you want to join in that fight, Taking Cancer to Overtime, right? So, anyways, thank you all for watching. Segment 3 coming up in just a little bit. So the upload should be happening soon. So be on the lookout for it.